Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to warmly welcome you. Mein Name ist Holger Witzenleiter. Ich gebe für ABC Business Communication Seminare und unser Thema heute ist Interkulturelle Kompetenz für Deutschland. So, this was a little sample of my mother tongue German and the German script, of course, that you could see in our screen. My name is Holger Witzenleiter. This is on behalf of ABC Business Communication and our topic is Intercultural Competency for Germany. I have been working as an instructor for German language courses since the year 2001 and thereby had the pleasure to welcome students from all over the world in my classrooms. In the year 2009, I completed the Xpert-Culture Communication Skills Trainer Qualification, a program developed at the Ludwig Maximilian University in Munich. I give seminars and trainings in adult education centers for municipal authorities, for universities, companies and internationally for the Steinbeis Institute working in Tehran and Istanbul. I work a lot for the aviation, the automotive, the exhibition and the pharmaceutical industry. My desire and my goal is to help people communicate. The best outcomes I reach by using a great variety of methods and media, making trainings worthwhile and entertaining at the same time. So let's focus on our trainings. What does it need to work interculturally and what is intercultural competency? Which knowledge and skills does an expatriate need to successfully work in Germany and amongst Germans? What makes our trainings so effective? Our seminars on intercultural communication include a general introduction and various interactive exercises to prepare the ground and provide participants with the ability to successfully observe and analyze intercultural situations. In order to build intercultural competency, one has to focus on the own culture. As perception is determined by upbringing and socialization, we will focus on the functioning of our perception, especially in intercultural situations. The most significant and sustainable outcome of our training will be the ability to self-sufficiently build intercultural competency. Therefore, we will train how to deal with irritations and how to use the feelings of otherness for intercultural learning. The pioneer of intercultural research work, Edward T. Hall, said, "If culture is learned by kids, this means it can be taught." So, using the so-called culture grammar and culture standards, we will reach the ability to decode another culture. So, what is Germany like then? Is it the Oktoberfest in Munich? The techno melting pot of Berlin? Is it engineering in the wealthy South? Well, there are a lot of stereotypes and some try to seek help from lists of do's and don'ts. Of course, stereotypes and the so-called do's and don'ts provide people with information, but with a rather static, very general idea of German culture. Intercultural research defines 8 culture standards for Germany. Let us focus on just one for now. That is German objectivism. Applying culture grammar, we would speak of the dimension of task orientation versus relationship orientation. Together with the Dutch culture, Germans tend to emphasize the task on hand a lot more than the relationship to their business partners. Therefore, Germans are often perceived as cold thinking. Logic is superior to feelings and relationships. Germans are often perceived as coming straight to the point, and a lot of people say that with Germans you have very little room to maneuver in communication. Sometimes Germans with the German objectivism make hurtful statements without even being aware of it. Of course, there is no good or bad in cultures. Germans would claim to pay respect to the other one's schedule by not stealing the other one's time, respecting their time schedule with unnecessary conversation. That would be the idea behind German task orientation. Intercultural research, as I mentioned before, defines 8 cultural standards, which are objectivism, the German appreciation of rules and structures, there's rule orientation, there's internalized control, there's time planning, there's a separation of living spheres, the private sphere and the professional sphere, there's low context communication style, there's individualism and uncertainty avoidance. On top of a sensitization for intercultural encounters, our trainings provide specific exercises on communication with Germans. For example, a training for the so-called direct communication. ABC Business Communication does not only provide you and your staff with trainers of the respective cultural background. We are also experts in building a general cross-cultural competency. We develop tailor-made solutions for your enterprise's internationalization, and we will be happy to work with you.